Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Rye. Let me holler at you real quick. You never want to get used to things that aren't good for you. Old habits die hard. So understand, my friend, when you get stuck in the loop, when you get stuck in the pattern, it's not impossible to get out of, but it's going to be difficult because you've trained your mind, body, and soul to be used to certain situation. So if you used to being hurt when things are going good, you going to self-sabotage because your body and your brain is trained, the chemistry is altered where you train that being hurt is something that you're used to, and that's a good place to be. But it's not quite the opposite. If you're used to heartbreak, you might find love, you might find somebody. You'll sabotage it. It might even hurt them or go back to someone that hurt you because you're used to the toxicity. If you're used to poverty, you get some money, you don't know how to handle it. You blow it on stupid stuff because you have a mindset of lack. So when you might get the job and mess it up and get fired because you used to the turmoil. So understand that whatever pattern you in, it's not impossible to get out of it. But if you know yourself slipping into that or slipping back into it, check yourself. Take it day by day, little by little, train yourself to get out of that mindset. Because here's the thing, if when you get the success, not if, when, you're going to crash and burn because you won't be able to handle it because your mind is used to the old way. So you definitely want to train yourself little by little because now, since you don't have it yet, you have the opportunity to train yourself to get out of that habit of that way of alignment of thinking. So it's best that you do it now because when you get it, it's going to be hard to train yourself out of that mindset of lack. And you might lose the opportunity. Now you're back to square one again. So right now, when the lights are on you, it's better to do that. So remember, my friend, old habits die hard. It's very difficult. And you don't want to take that with you. Think of it this way. You don't like that pattern that you're in right now. You don't like it now. It's going to be very difficult when now, like, okay, you got all this money and you got an addiction. Now that addiction is at your disposal, at beck and call because you got the money for it. You can fund that addiction now. Versus, okay, let's say you gotta wait till payday to fund your addiction. So you gotta wait till payday. Now, shoot, every day is payday. So that's the difference. So you wanna train yourself to get out of that now. Because it's very hard when now everything's at your disposal now. Who's gonna tell you no? You can't even tell yourself no. That's the difference. Who's gonna tell you no if you can't even tell yourself no? And even if someone did tell you no, you wouldn't listen to them because you ain't listening to yourself. So you got to get right with you. Because like I said, it's better that you don't even have it right now. It's better that you don't. Because if you did, you might mess it up and it's going to be very hard to get it back. And it's nothing like getting something that you always wanted and you being the reason that it didn't go through. You being the reason that it fell through. Then you got no one to blame but you. So I understand, old habits die hard. It's very difficult, but it's best that you do it now. And I know you want to. I know you don't want that for yourself. I know you don't want to feel like that. You don't want to feel like that then. You don't want to feel like that now. That's why you're doing the work. And like I said, Rome wasn't built today. It's not going to be easy. But that's why you do it day by day, little by little. You training yourself. You catch yourself thinking like that, you check it. You catch yourself slipping in that habit, you check it. You keep doing that, eventually you won't have to check it no more. It'll leave you on its own. Now there'll be nothing to check because you conquered it, like you always knew you would. But hey, it's Rye. Like, comment, subscribe. I love you, family. Be growing, family. Woo woo. And you got this, homie. It's already yours.